Welcome back, everybody, to more Digimon World DS. Bronze Tamer Cooper here. After defeating Black Agumon, our Digimon accepted us and we evolved into a Bronze Tamer. Now that we're a Bronze Tamer, we've been tasked to find a human that has gone missing. And seeing as the Digi Farm has no information, we need to go around town and ask people. Phil, you mean the Digimon researcher? He's always on the field. I'm sure he's out there somewhere. No problem. Okay, so Terriermon has nothing for us. Alright, let's go out and let's go see if we can find some people that'll help us. I know all the good-looking tamers, but I've never heard of Phil. Sorry. Okay, so he doesn't look too good. This is a place where you can get to Digi Farm and Digi Farm goods if you need them, which we might need soon. What do I need to do in order for everyone to realize Numamon's greatness? Of course, in every Digimon game, there's a woman that loves Numamon, and there she is, Catherine. I can't even sleep thinking about it. Whoa, you're a Bronze Tamer? Not bad. I better catch up. I want to ask about Phil. You want to know where Phil is? Sorry, I've got no clue. But Yuno's right over there. She may know something. That's two people that talked about Yuno. Are you Yuno? Huh? I'm not sure of his whereabouts, but his sister Ellie may know something. Do you know where Ellie is? I'm not sure, but oh wait, I just saw Biamon, her partner Digimon, so she may be around Digi Central. Alright, thanks. I'll look for her. Alright, so Ellie, the Digimon tamer, is a tamer of a Biamon, which is the bird Digimon, the pink one. Alright, I got an HP chip. Heck yeah. Alright, so they said Digi Central, which would be over here. Oh, there they are. Yep, Biamon's right here. Would you happen to be Ellie's Digimon? Yes, I am. I'm Piori, a Biamon. Did you need to talk to Ellie? Well, actually, I'm looking for Phil. Oh, is that so? That's too bad. Ellie just left looking for Phil because she might know his whereabouts. Then why are you here? Phil might return, right? So I stayed here just in case. I see, I get it. And do you know where Ellie went? I believe she went to Steamy Jungle. I'll send you the address in case. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Address to Steamy Jungle. Here we go. I got the address. All right. Well, that was that quest. That was very easy. So now we're going to be going to a brand new area. And who knows, maybe we'll get a brand new team member. So far, we got Betamon from Data Forest, Patamon for Training Peak, and maybe we'll get a new team member from Steamy Jungle. Alright, let's see what the jungle has to offer. I am a fan of Bug Digimon, though I admit I already used the Bug Digimon I liked from this jungle, so... Yeah, there it is, Wormmon. I already used Wormmon. So as you can see, rookie Digimon like Floramon and Wormmon give us 15% now. So Wormmon, a godlike Digimon. If you want to train an amazing Bug Digimon, I recommend Wormmon. Or, if you're a fan of the Dark Masters, I recommend Wormmon very highly. So there's my there's my recommendation. I'm just going to spend this time killing off Wormmon. I want to make sure I can actually do it. And then Floramon. If you guys like Plant Digimon, I recommend Tanamon way more than I recommend Floramon in this game. Not to give you guys a spoiler, but I'm going to spoil it. Floramon, if I remember correctly, in this video game, can only go up to the ultimate stage. I don't think they even have a Mega Form. So if you're going to use one, it's okay. You could definitely beat this game with an ultimate level Digimon, and they could still be really busted. But if you actually like going all the way in somebody's forms, remember, this game doesn't have that many Digimon. It's very limited in that sense. Oh, we learned Boom Bubble. That's awesome. It's very limited in that sense, which means that some Digimon either don't get Rookie and Champion forms, or some don't get Mega forms. And she just doesn't get a Mega form. So that's a shame, but it is the truth. That is my warning to you. However, if you're a fan of Blossomon, then maybe Floramon is the one to go for. In Digimon Survive, they became Blossomon, so if I remember correctly, they become one in this game as well. I could be completely wrong. Do not judge me. Alright, we just learned an air-type move, Boom Bubble. Air-type moves or flying-type moves like this are actually super effective against Plant Digimon. So this should do a pretty decent amount of damage. That did a lot of damage. Alright. And Electrify is basically what Plant Digimon are anyway, so Electric does bad damage to Plant Digimon, if you're curious. Typically. Not every Digimon is the same. At least this game tells us when we get a crit. Let's try a Karate Punch to see if we're strong enough, but I don't think we are, personally. Oh my god, we're so strong. Oh my god, we're so strong. I was completely incorrect. We are strong. And I'm proud to be this strong. Okay, let's continue our search in Steamy Jungle. See what other kind of Digimons we can find. I am curious, personally. Alright, other Digimon you can find in Steamy Jungle is Terriermon! Look at that adorable thing! Terriermon is here. Now, if you are curious, the last time I was in Steamy Jungle, other than I actually found 2 team members here. I used a Wormmon, and I used something called Lopmon, which you can also find in this area, either now as a super rare find, or later on as a rare find. But I think you have to wait. I don't remember. If we see one, then I'm completely wrong, but it's not something you find easily, is what I'm trying to get across. Now, since they're an animal Digimon, if we do any fist-style moves, it should do less damage, but that is not. That is a non-attribute move, so it does normal damage. Yeah, just Boom Bubble. I think that'll do some good damage. Terriermons, I think, are weak to fire, since they're animal-type Digimon. But it's really cool that we found that many already. Yeah, I could consider using a Terriermon, since I don't really use that in my other Let's Plays. I mean, I used Lopmon last time instead, because I love Lopmon more, but be a good opportunity. And I used Wormmon because Wormmon's the best bug boy ever. Alright, let's see. We're getting good scan data on all these guys if I ever want to use them, or keep them in a box somewhere, or put them on a farm. There's lots of things you can do with your Digimon. Let's try Wormmon. I want to see how tanky they are. Yep, 49 damage is decent, though. Alright, charge should be plenty of damage. I do notice that my Mai has a decently bad MP stat. That's not great. Like, Gabumon has a terrible MP stat, but Mai's MP stat is not much better. That's like completely the opposite of what a Patamon was like in Digimon World 3. They seem to be not so good. Oh, maybe when they evolve, they become better at everything. For now, they're just speed Digimon, which are very helpful. It is very helpful to have a speedy Digimon. Alright. All the worms and Floramons have been defeated. We got a held item, Poison Core. If you wear that item, it lowers the chances of being poisoned in the future, which we might actually run into. So, if that ever happens, let's make sure our Digimon Gabumon does not have that problem. Whoops, that was not equipped. That was that. We need to increase our attack stat by a lot. We're running out of time for that. I could buy some farm equipment to make that possible. Let's consider it for the future. And then Patamon, let's see. If you're ever down on a stat, you can buy farm equipment and then train your Digimon on the farm to increase said stat. Patamon, your friendship is slowly going up, but you're not even at the 60% mark, which would be like 2 hearts. Although you don't need friendship for this form, that's for your other form. This form you need holy experience, which I don't think we're going to see anytime soon. So that's no good. I know one area where we can get holy experience, but it's not here. Oh, okay. That might actually be progress. I don't know which way is progress. I still want to show off all the other areas to say, hey, there's a cool Digimon in this area maybe you want to take a look at. And remember, when you go back to these areas later on in the game, new Digimon start to spawn, or at least evolved forms start to spawn in these areas. So you can find some interesting stuff that you might not have found on the first time through. Like if we were to go back to Training Peak, we might be able to find, say, a Black Agumon, though it would be super rare. So it would be a super rare encounter rate, and it would probably only be in that boss area if you hang around the boss area. But you would be able to find one, I think. I'm like, I can't even confirm this, but I'm pretty sure. Wow, Mai's so fast they can go twice. Well, save your MP now that I realize how low you are on it. And I don't know how often you level up to get your MP back. And I never showed you guys the store because in the early game you really don't need it. Yeah. Oh, my speed stat just got ruined. Okay. They just reassessed the speed stat when it did that. Doesn't matter. HP chip D, that's pretty good actually. I don't know who drops the chip D, but that's a pretty good drop right there. Alright, let's go over here. Oh, shoot. Wormmon, nice. Floramon, nice. Okay, we've seen this interaction before. These are cool Digimon, but they're not ones we're going to use. No offense to Floramon, I got to enjoy them in Digimon Survive. No offense to Wormmon, I use them in basically every Let's Play because I love them that much. Wormmon is an excellent Digimon. Like, most of their forms are just amazing. If there is a Wormmon in a Digimon game, I typically use them. Or at least I try to see if they have cool evolutionary routes, but they typically do because Stingmon is awesome. Sometimes you get to go to the Imperial Dramon fusion form. Sometimes you get Dino Beamon, which I think is really cool. Which I think he does get in this game. So if you wanna get a Dino Beamon, go for Wormmon. But do not expect Imperial Dramon, okay? You'll get an even better Mega instead. One of my favorites, if not my favorite. Well, not favorite, but one of my favorite Megas. Alright. There we go. More HP Chip Ds. Those will come in handy if we ever run into a tough boss fight. Chip D basically means it heals 2 Digimon at once. Alright, let's go over here. So this is a side area. This is not progress. I just wanted to check it out. In this area, we found Terriermon and Terriermon. Cool. Not exactly what we're looking for, but cool. Let's see if I can boom bubble our way to victory. And Mako, maybe you can just charge. I feel like thanks to Gabumon buffing everyone, you can just do that. The problem is Gabumon hasn't leveled up in a minute, and their MP is starting to fall apart. So they need to get their MP stat back. I also would like to go to champion form, but the only way to do that would be to increase my attack stat. So that's going to be a little rough. Blue chests, I think you need to be at least silver rank to open those. Yeah, since we're bronze rank, we can't open them. Once you're silver, you can come back here and open that. It might be a handy item. They typically put like hold items, equipment in that area, in those boxes. Sometimes healing items. All right, we got Terriermon and Terriermon. Big fan, big fan. Yep. I love any bunny Digimon with huge ears. They are adorable. Hell, any bunny in general. If you're a bunny, you're probably adorable. And if you're in a video game, I will try to play as you. But you have to have the big floppy ears. If you don't have big floppy ears, then there's no point. Alright, just keep destroying Terriermons. They are worth it. In fact, I'm considering using one now, just because I've seen them enough times. And green is my favorite color. The only reason I liked Lopmon more is because it seemed more, like when you look at its face, it doesn't look super happy, and you're just like, oh, are you okay, little buddy? And then you find out it has the coolest evolutions ever, which we did use in the last Let's Play. Not all of them, but we used some of them. So, yeah. Alright, Wormmon, cool guy. Terriermon, always a cool guy. Wormmon, cool guy. All winners. All winners here. I think there is one rare Digimon you can find in this area. I might be wrong. You might find it later. But there is definitely a Digimon you can find in this area that you don't typically find anywhere else. Or you will never find anywhere else. So I recommend that when you get the chance, you... Nah, just hit the Terriermon. You look for it. I think, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's Kumamon. Funny enough. The guy we used in Digimon World 3. Or Bearmon, depending on what game you're playing. This game might call him Kumamon, I do not know. But it's the Grizz, if you remember the Grizz from Digimon World 3. Alright, there we go. But they might be a rare find, because there are rare Digimon in basically every single area. And the best place to find rare Digimon are either on side paths or right where the boss spawns. Like, don't go in the boss... Well, you can after you beat the boss, but... right where the boss spawns, you can find rare Digimon. It just takes a while. And they're really hard to get the scan data for. But since we're a Bronze Tamer, it's not so bad, because now we get 15% for rookies, which is not too bad. Speaking of which, let's go enjoy the fruits of our labor. Hello there, Wormmon. Hello there, Floramon. We're getting lots of scan data for you guys. That's going to be great later if I decide to do some side questy stuff. Alright, I want you to just charge this Wormmon. We're not in any danger. Now that I have set a different path for us, because I've decided what I want to do, I think we can just do this. Also, I really should consider, since I do need to increase my attack, I should consider investing in something that can increase physical attack. Yeah, I think we'll do all that. I'll show off some stuff today. Let's go ahead. And we're going to beat the main story mission today, obviously. We're going to go find Ellie, who can help us find Phil. All right, 15 damage, Wormmon. You're kind of bugging me a little bit. Get it? But it's only because I can't use you in this Let's Play. I love how adorable they make you look. Like, look at Wormmon's face. They got the little rosy cheeks. They got the little... They look adorable. They got the blue eyes. Absolutely beautiful. But not using you this time. We got cool Betamon. We got rough exterior Gabumon. And then we got little fragile Patamon. But that fragile Patamon does evolve into something quite great if you can make it to that form. Which we can't typically do right... Or we can't do right now because we have no holy experience. And we're not the right level. Wow, Wormmon is the most common thing in this area. We have 180% scan on it. It's crazy that one of the best Digimon, or one of the coolest Digimon in the game is so easy to find. Like, I am not joking. Their Mega Forms, or their side routes, and their natural Mega in this game is so good. Wormmon is the bee's knees. Floramon is the exact opposite. You're very limited with Floramon. But if you like Floramon, and you like stuff like Vegemon, if you like Digimon Survive Floramon, then that's basically what you're getting in this game. Alright, Gabumon, your level is a Ryzen. That's fine. So the reason we're going back to the start should be quite obvious to you guys. I saved just in case, because even though I'm emulating this game, you never know. Power outages and whatnot. Crap, I almost got out. Well, at least let me see, like, Terriermon instead. I feel like Terriermon's a little bit deeper in. Oh, there we go. It's a little bit rarer here, but you can find one. Alright, guys. You can use all the MP you want since we're going back, but at the same time, just punch them. Everyone here is too weak for us. Betamon, you just keep being Betamon. You're doing a good job. I know it'll take you a minute to evolve. And Flipsy, don't feel bad. I know your weakness is that you need a lot of attack to evolve. But I'm gonna make sure you can get that. Don't worry. We're gonna do some Digi Farm material. Hopefully, I've made enough money through the small amount of grinding we've done. But more importantly than that, I do like Terriermon, and I would like to add them to the party. When or why I use them will be decided later. But look, Terriermon's on this picture. It's it's Chibomon, Pagumon, or Koromon, and Terriermon. How could I not want to use a Oh, sorry. How can I not want to use a Terriermon? Let's go. Alright, Wormmon, amazing, highly recommended by Cooper. Terriermon, also amazing. Get in here. Alright, another Beast Digimon, just like my Gabumon. So now we technically are weak to Dragon Digimon. Or technically strong against them at the same time. We're a technical Digimon, which means we do a lot of stuff, like Spirit and Attack. We're a mixed attacker, bad speed, bad defense. Very interesting. Mixed HP, mixed MP, nothing good at anything. We're graceful and we're normal growth type, so we're not going to grow very fast, but we're going to grow at a decent rate. Alright, what do I call the bunny animal guy? Everyone else has had like a Yu-Gi-Oh nickname, but I don't know anyone in Yu-Gi-Oh like old school duel monsters with the big ears. That is a tough call. That is a tough call. Though if we're thinking about like, hey, you're about friendship and you're a cutesy guy, person, we're gonna call you Taya. There you go. It fits you. Alright. You're my friendship Digimon. So now, go to your Digimon list. Never forget this, folks. It's very easy to forget. That's why I keep reminding you. Go to change location, put in party. We only have enough slots for one more party member, and then we can get rid of Poyomon, and then we'll have 2 slots open. Let's see our stats. Let's see what we're working with. You're very low on stats right now, but you're a new Digimon, so it makes sense. You only have 1 route. That's rough. So Terriermon only gets to go 1 route. It's Gargomon. You need to make sure you have less than 10 stress, which is important, and you need to go to level 14. Not too bad. Oh, only 1 route is fine because Gargomon's pretty cool. I like that you get twin guns and whatnot. And don't worry, they don't have to be at the front of the party to get any of the experience. But now I'm going to show you guys a little bit more of the overworld. So we're going to head over here, and we are going to do some shopping. This is the good shop. What is it you want? Something that has to do with attack would be nice. Crystal Ball, 1 MP, no. Streetlight, 5 growth, nope. Weather Crack, 5, no, nothing with growth weight. Attack, a sandbag, okay. Just like in Digimon World, A sandbag, of course. Yeah, a world redigitized and whatnot. Is there anything better than a sandbag or... Oh, you can also get specific types of experience here. Dark experience. All experience is pretty nice. That gets you every single type of experience. But if you need a certain type of experience, you can train. It's not that good, but it's there. It's better to just train in the wild, honestly. But there's some things you can't do, like training your attack, your speed, your... Oh, anti-stress is pretty good. How expensive is this? 200? That's pretty good. Yeah, we're going to buy one of those, and then we're going to buy... I think the sandbag is a good idea. Alright, max growth rate is 80. We don't need 80, I tell you that for free. So now I'm going to actually show you guys how to use a farm. We're going to go back to our farm now that we bought some goods. I might not even go to the same farm. Alright, we are going to go to the beta farm. The Des farm is nice, the beta farm is where we're going. Then we are going to go to Digimon list, and we're going to put Flipsy in the farm. Yep, you have a high growth rate here because this is an area for animals. Animal type Digimon. Then, now that you're in the farm, we're going to install some goods. We're going to install a potty, which is handy to have. We'll put the potty, say, right here. And then we're going to install a sandbag. And the sandbag is going to go... Oh, shoot. Well, I guess I'm going to have to do this... Yep. Oh, I'm trying to uninstall, sorry. Remove goods, sorry. I don't want to discard it. Yeah, can we just take that out real quick? I'm glad. Since this place only has one freaking place, we got to install the thing that'll actually increase our stats. There we go. Now that we have something we can actually use, we go over to our Digimon. No, we go over here to train. We get a barbell to appear thanks to that good. And then we train our Digimon. Yeah, 98 attack. We need to get to 120. Yep, there we go, 99. If we're doing this, we're increasing the stress meter, as you can see. You're doing very good, I want you to know that. This is only a 50% chance of working. And we've gotten we've basically flipped 4 heads on a coin. 5 heads on a coin, I don't know how we're doing this. Lots of stress being added, but we're doing good. Okay, that's as much as we can handle. So now that we've done that, what we can do is we go to remove goods. Then we could go to, oh, not train. We can go to install goods. We have ourselves a potty. There we go. And then by installing a potty, that technically installs the brush. And then with the brush, we go, oh, it adds stress to use the brush. So, wait, will rarely fully restore stress? Okay, well, that's just based on odds. So I'm going to take them out of this place, and their stress meter will naturally go down. But also, you can feed them candy and stuff to also do that. The potty is just a chance. It's a freaking shot in the dark, honestly. But I'm happy we got so much training in our attack. It did really good. Put in party. Yes. Now we're going to have to mix up our party a bit. But that's how you train, guys. There you go. If you have a certain stat that you're just barely not hitting, like we need 120 to get to Garurumon, then you can just install goods like that and try to work on your Digimon. Of course, our stress meter is quite high, but we can lower it by just going around the world and enjoying life. Or your Digimon, if you leave them with the potty, they might use the potty randomly and it'll increase their stat, or decrease their stress. Or if you leave the punching bag there, they might just increase their own attack stat if they stay on the farm. Alright, Gabumon, I don't know why they thought I wanted Gomamon anywhere near the front of the party. Also, because I took you out of the party, you lost all your equipment, so let's get that back. Nope, Sharp Sword does not work because that's only for dragons, and we do not own a dragon Digimon. Poison Core. Oh, looks like I can stop a few people from being poisoned. What about... who's tankier? Technically you are, wow. Didn't expect that out of Patamon, but they are tankier. Good on them. Betamon's more of a special attacker, though. And way more MP. Alright, so now that we've had our nice little detour, and we now have a Terriermon in the party, which we will use eventually. Don't worry, you're going to see a lot of teams switching around. We're not going to just use the same 3 guys all the time. Once we get to the 1/4 mark of the game, the party is going to rotate like crazy. You're going to be seeing people go from the front of the party to the back of the party within a few battles. All right, Wormmon, not bad. Terriermon, yep, we're back to 15%. Terriermon, we're back to 15%, or 30%. All right, Mai, why don't you just go ahead and attack them? Mako, you're making me so mad. No, I'm joking, you're fine. Just go attack them. Okay, your combined damage is good. I doubt my straight punch can tank on both of them, but do your best. Oh, it was close. Wow. Wow, Gabumon is strong. Like, that's not even a joke. They're just straight up strong. Okay, Terriermon takes a bad hit there. That shouldn't do too much. It hurt a little bit. And we're just going to attack. So I've shown you all the side routes. We haven't gotten to see all the wild Digimon. They haven't all appeared. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Arukenimon could have appeared in that other area, but maybe that's a little bit later in the game. Or it might even be their evolved forms can. But that's later in the game. So let's go ahead, and that's how you get Arukenimon. Let's go over here. This is the correct path. No more side content, no more getting lost. Well, not lost, we're not lost. Oh, a champion Digimon, Quagamon! That's a real Digimon right there. All right. Actually, I'm a big fan of Quagamon. They're not, like, super cool, but I like their evolutionary routes, and I like how strong they can be. We got to use their Mega Form in our Digimon World 3 Let's Play, and it was really, really good. He beat the entire final boss battle by himself. He did not, I didn't have to switch at all. Imagine a final boss just getting swept by one Digimon. He's worth a lot of insect experience, too. Yeah, that was a nice chunk. Find 10 of those and we can get ourselves a Quagamon and see their evolutionary lines. So yeah, that's a rare find, but you can find a Quagamon. I was just talking about rare Digimon spawns, but there you go. There we go. They're going to be a little bit more rare to see than other Digimon, though you'll see them a lot more often in later areas. The most common thing you're going to find is Terriermon and Floramon. Oh, and Wormmon, sorry, those three. I would say Wormmon is the most likely, Floramon is next most likely, Terriermon is the third most likely in terms of encounter rate. Quagamon would probably be next after that, but not by much. Quagamon is quite rare after all. We just got two back-to-back. Oh, he gave us a Leaf Helm, which I think only affects insect Digimon. And I don't think we're running one in this Let's Play right now, yeah. Which is a shame, I like insects. But we can always check out that Quagamon and maybe add them to the party if we're feeling in the mood. As long as I haven't trained them already, because some Digimon are part of the same route. Wormmon, yeah. Big ol' Wormmon. Floramon, yeah. Wormmon, nothing to be... Yeah, no surprises, everything expected. We're just going to do some basic punches. Mai, get in there. Mako, get in there. Flipsy, take them both out. Alright, Mai, there's nothing you can do. This one's going to get one attack off. Just hope it doesn't hit you. Flipsy is way too... Oh, Flipsy's the tankiest member we have. Big HP stat, good defense. There we go. That's what I want to see. Oh, that hurt. Whoa, that actually hurt. Whatever that move was, it was pretty good. That was not something we want to see more often. Hopefully they don't continue to do stuff like that. Alright. 7 from Taya. That's good. I think Taya has to wait till level 14, though, so she's going to need to wait a minute. Sorry, Terriermon. You're just going to have to wait a second. Let's go on up here, and this is the correct route for sure. So, we're getting deeper and deeper into the area, which means expect stronger spawns. Wormmon, okay, that's the most basic spawn. That can always happen. Floramon, most basic spawn. That can always happen. Okay, so far the same route. It's nothing changed. That is completely fine. Okay, let's just do what we did last time. There's no real reason to change up. These enemies will only do like a little bit of damage to us, maybe 20 at most. Again, I'm shocked Flipsy took so much. Yeah, just straight punch it. Oh, wow, I haven't missed in forever. Have I ever missed? That might have been our first miss. Attack down is a little unpleasant. Sticky net is a little... Is that speed down? Ooh, that's unpleasant as well. I mean, it won't matter. I'm kind of glad they did those moves, but... It's kind of rude of them. Okay, that should kill it off. Oh, sorry. They attack down my other guys, yeah. They'll kill this one off, and then Mako mixed with Flipsy should kill it. Now, seeing the Floramon without its rose mask, the rose petal mask, is weird. Every time you hit it, you see its eyes. It's like, what? You're just a face? You're like a stick figure when you don't have the little floral thing on your face? I feel so bad hitting the Wormmons. They're adorable. I don't want to hurt them. Alright, well, good old Poyomon is still growing up. Even though it's not a Poyomon anymore. It is a Gomamon for emergencies. Alright, let's be careful here. This is how they trick you. It's really easy to just jump off by accident. Oh, my guy almost did. Ooh, MP Chip D. That might come in handy later. That's a really good item. That is a really good item. I'm glad I did that. Oh, Kuwagamon. Yep, there we go. So, Kuwagamon, let's see what you're capable of. I'm just going to punch you. I have enough guys where I can just spam the circle button. Don't need to spend any MP. That is tanky. I'll give you that. You're pretty tanky. And you hit pretty hard. Damn, you actually do a lot. Still, I don't think I need to spend any MP, right? Okay, well, that changes literally everything. Why are we starting to miss now? Yeah, that changed literally everything. Just ensure its death. Alright, 13 insect experience. We will take it. We're almost to the boss. I can tell you that for free, because watch this. Yep. I like the music here. It's like pan flutes or something. Alright, is it just the same Wormmon, Floramon, Wormmon? Yeah, okay, they're not mixing us up yet. But to be fair, we're not in the boss area yet. Once you get to the boss area, that's where the different spawns start happening. Just like where in the first episode, if you get to the boss area, which is Ogremon, Goburimon starts spawning. If you get to the boss area with Black Agumon, I think it's a higher odd to see Gotsumon and Kodamon. And then if you go back there, you can, it's really rare, but you could see a Black Agumon. Get yourself a couple of those. Yeah, let's just ensure its death. Yeah, you see its eyes. It's so weird. Like, you take off the rose mask, it's so weird. Floramon, why you look like that? Why are you hurting me? Leave me alone, little Wormmon. I didn't do anything to you. Alright, just keep it up. Get that damage down. Nice. Everyone's doing their part, Mako. I haven't made you use your attack yet because since we're in a jungle, everything resists electricity here. It'll still be worth using in a normal situation, even if they are a bug, but it's just not as effective. Okay, we're in the boss area, so now expect stronger spawns. You can climb this, by the way. Ah! Who was that? Could it be Ellie? Let's go see. The second you press circle on this, you go up there. I recommend leveling up before you do, so you heal. Kuwagamon, yep. Makes sense for them to spawn here. Okay, we know how strong it is, but for us, I would say let's just make sure my level's up since they're so low on health, and then everyone else we can heal. Well, that's gonna suck. Nope, everyone else we can heal. Alright, how much? Not terrible. Yeah, just do a straight punch. Yeah, you're so strong. God, you're so strong. Oh, and Mai's about to level up, so it's completely fine. Yeah, we'll let Mai level up, and then we'll go up there and deal with the actual problem. What other spawns can we see in this area? Just Wormmon? Okay. Oh, lots of Wormmons. Okay. Oh, there's the okay, just random Terriermon. Why not? Alright, let's do some damage. I would say hit this one. Everyone's gonna get a little tap. You can hit this one, I guess. You can hit these two. And Mai will finish off one of them. Yeah, not too bad. This Wormmon might hit Flipsy, though, and I would not like that. Oh. Well, they took that like a champ. Good job, Mako. Alright, let's just continue to attack this guy and finish him off. And after finishing him off, I think we're ready. We're going to take on the boss, which... Get ready. You all saw the spider webs. I know you did. Alright. Level 11. Oh, we learned Tiny Twister! Yeah! Love Tiny Toons growing up. Good show. Every time I got sick, I got to see it at home. Otherwise, it would come on. It would come on TV when I was at school, so I didn't get to see it. All right, we're gonna use the HP healing item on our Gabumon. Betamon's probably fine. We'd only have one MP item, so I really don't want to spend it. But the boss fight might be that tough, since we already don't have that much MP left. But leveling up one more level would be a little bit rough for Gabumon. So instead, we're just going to go up there and face the music. Yeah, there it is. Arukenimon. That's... I won't forgive a cuter girl than me to exist in this world. Wait, I'm not that. It'll be useless to beg for your life. Sorry, but I have to get rid of you. Is this literally just the plot of Snow White? Ah! Wait! Over my dead Digimon. You're threatening your Digimon, it's not even you. You're just saying your Digimon's death. Who are you? Get out of my way. If you don't, I'll defeat you first. Alright, our first ultimate Digimon battle. This is Ogremon's evolution in the game. I'm not joking. This is what Ogremon evolves into. It is the earliest ultimate Digimon, but it is strong. And it has a really powerful 72 power attack called Metallic Ball. 72 power and it stuns. Busted boss battle right here. Absolutely cracked. Also, she did too much damage, so hopefully we have some more healing items. We do not have many. That's one good thing about Patamon getting a bunch of turns. We can just do that. Synchro Blast is not as bad. It shouldn't do that much. It did a lot still. Oh, crap. All right. Boom Bubble again. Do your best. Yeah, the safest place for your team member in this boss fight is to put them in the middle. Or, sorry, put them in the middle of all 5 spaces. So, Patamon is technically in the safest spot for this boss battle. Alright, try to get the paralysis. I know this won't do much because she resists electric. We got it! Okay, chance. We got it. Damn. Damn, we're cheating. Betamon is a cheater Digimon, and I love it. I love you, Betamon. You're so good at cheating. You're so goddamn good. Oh my god, she's so tanky. This is the first boss to actually throw a move at us, and it almost killed us. Like, she's actually going to be strong. And we haven't bought any healing items, so we're definitely in danger. 2 paralyzes! Oh my god, what are the odds? Try to reset the paralysis. In this game, paralysis wears off. Okay, we did not. Yeah, paralysis can wear off. We're not doing any damage. I know Gabumon can. Gabumon is my damage dealer. This is the real damage right here. Ah, let's see it. Yeah! We cheated! 3! Count them, 3 paralysis in a row. Oh my god, I didn't even need to heal, it turns out, because she missed the attack that probably would have killed me. If I did not heal. Mako gets a level. Hell yeah, Mako. You're getting close to leveling up or evolving yourself. How could I have lost? Yeah, she could be really annoying. If you're new to playing this game, she might be the boss you die on the first time you die because of that metallic ball attack. It's so strong and it can stun. Thank you for saving me. My name's Ellie. Glad to meet you. So you are Ellie. I'm glad. I'm Koops, actually. I'm looking for Phil, a Digimon researcher. My brother? Yeah, I was asked by Ebon Wumon, the observer of Bronze Tamers. So, do you know where Phil went? Well, seems he went to an area called the Forbidden Land, but I'm not sure how to get there. That's why I've been searching around, but since I'm only a normal tamer, the last situation was too dangerous. Yeah, if you're a normal tamer, you can't even have... Well, actually, we didn't have a champion either, but still. Yeah, it's too dangerous for you to go any further alone. You should go back to Digi Central and keep me posted with any new information. But don't worry, I'll make sure to find Phil. Okay, I'll be counting on you. Yep, leave it to me. Hey, they were nice enough to teleport us because they're starting to realize how big the areas are getting. The first 2 areas are really small, but that area is kind of big. So guys, we have done it. We have found at least Phil's sister, which is a big step in the right direction. And we got a brand new team member, Terriermon, which we will be using quite soon, if not next episode. So, I hope you guys had a lot of fun this episode. Next episode, we're going to continue our quest with Ellie as she helps us learn information about Forbidden Lands. We're going to be going around asking people about it. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Also, expect us to get ourselves, what is it called? A champion form next episode. We're going to get our first champion. I don't know who's going to get it, but somebody's going to become a champion. See you all then, and thank you all for watching.